My name is Ryotaro Mikage, 32. I work in sales at Heartbreak Trading Company. I studied economics in college, and it'll be 16 years since I started at this company as a new grad.
Good morning, sir. Can I talk to you after the morning meeting?
Okay. She is our brilliant team leader. I heard her partner propose to her recently. Our company was a mid-sized food trading company. I worked diligently to gain experience and was promoted to department head this year.
Chief Mikage, look! My makeup turned out really well today, look!
This is Kurumi Kamioka. She shoved her face in front of mine. She's 25 and full of energy. She wanted to work in sales, and it was her first year since she transferred. Your eyeshadow is too dark. It's better for sales if you make them more natural.
I'm still learning how to do natural makeup. And my hair color. I haven't had it this dark since elementary school. Now you're telling me to change my makeup.
You wanted to work in our sales department? Give it up.
You're the devil.
I had heard that she was a Gyaru when she interviewed, but she was still hired, which was proof of her potential. But rules are rules. As long as you're part of a company, you have to follow the rules. Also, I was feeling down today, because...
This is Dokusan Wakamichi. He is the president's son and just came back from abroad the other day.
A new hire was standing next to the HR head. As a department head, I heard about this and I knew him. When he saw me, his eyes widened a little, and he grinned. Wait, is that Mikage-kun? Long time no see. I didn't know you worked for my dad's company. Long time no see. He was my classmate in middle school. Back then, he would brag that his father was the CEO. Well, I started working here knowing that his father was the president, so, oh well. He went to a university abroad, and I had heard that after graduating, he jumped around outside the country. I figured he didn't want to work here, but I guess I was wrong. Is there anything for you to do at this company anyway? You had no skills back then, but you could talk.
Hey, you come in here and that's what you say? Chief Mikage is...
Stop, Kamioka. I'm fine. The other employees were taken aback, but watched silently. But she was different. I was the same as everyone else, an employee. Just one piece of the puzzle, that's all. Nice to meet you, Wagamichi-kun. Of course, you're no different than anyone else. I have to talk to the president, so bye-bye. He didn't properly greet anyone, and left laughing.
What was that?
Kamioka's shoulders were shaking, and she was obviously upset. I'm sorry, Kamioka, but there's no reason for you to defend me and go after him.
But I don't like it. I don't want people to make fun of you. It's not right.
Stop with that face. After that, the vibe of the sales department changed. Kamioka, this client was complaining, so take care of it.
Why me?
You want to complain? Do you understand the position you're in?
What the hell?
Kamioka, I'll take care of it. Wagamichi, if you need something, ask me. Lame. Wagamichi looked at me and smirked. He gave his work to me and left for lunch.
What was that? What was that? What was that? Just because he's the CEO's son.
Kamioka, I understand how you feel, but stay calm. I'll tell Wagamichi again later.
If you say so.
3 days after Wagamichi came in.
Ugh! I can't anymore. What was that?
Wagamichi's selfishness was only getting worse. Kamioka was at her wits' end already. She was holding in a lot of frustration, so I took her out for drinks after work. Kamioka, I'll say it again. He's the CEO's son. If you retaliate, it'll be hard for you. I don't want you to be kicked out unfairly.
But it's wrong! Doing whatever that brat says. He just came in 3 days ago. He's a beginner. He's the newest, but the most arrogant.
You're right to be upset. You were the newest up until 3 days ago. I'm sure you can't understand it.
Yeah, Kohais should act like Kohais.
You probably don't think of me as your superior, right?
Ooh, I respect you. All of this is just what Gyarus do.
His thing is also just what the sons of CEOs do. Kamioka, we live in a society called a company. So, a little bit of unfairness is inevitable. If you fight back, you'll hurt yourself. I bet you don't want to waste the sales job opportunity you've gotten. Kamioka had interviewed at many places with her unique look, and she was finally accepted by us.
That's true, but I don't like it. That brat. He's weird.
Kamioka pursed her lips and looked down. I looked at her and felt something in my chest. Tell me all of your complaints. It's my job to let Wagamichi know. I want you to be here for a while. Try to understand. I watched her work hard for a year. She grew so much, and I always saw her eyes sparkle.
I didn't want to make you look like that.
I'll bear with it. Kamioka smiled softly. I felt the feeling in my chest grow more prominent. A month later, Kamioka went on a sales run on her own for the first time.
Why does this happen?
The results were not good. She was treated quite unfairly.
Kamioka-san, calm down. That happens.
Kamioka was all ready to be independent, so she was greatly disappointed. Ha! What the hell? You always come at me, but you can't even do your job. I guess that tracks. With Mikage as your supervisor, you wouldn't grow into anything. Wagamichi was watching amusedly. He had finally caused Kamioka to snap.
Don't talk badly about Chief Mikage. It was my lack of skill.
I know you're all useless, so don't worry. If I had gone, I wouldn't have been treated that way. Right, Chief Mikage? Wagamichi looked at me as if to test me. He always tried to push my buttons. I didn't know why. Yeah, it'd be good for you to go out on a sales run too. You probably haven't had any on-site experience. I'll go with you. Huh? I don't need you. I'm the CEO's son. If I say my name and hand them my card, they'll be kissing up to me. I couldn't deal with them then. I had stuff to do. Let Kamioka rest. Can you cover for her?
Got it.
Wagamichi snapped his tongue at me for ignoring him. He sneered again and laughed. Powerless people think they can just bow their heads to fix things. Everyone here is so useless. I'm worried about the future of this company. Well, good luck. Afterward, the team leader and Kamioka went to the cafeteria. The team leader handed Kamioka a coffee, which she accepted silently.
I'm sorry. You were counting on me.
That's how it is in sales. It happens, so I'm not worried. What I am concerned about is the department head's response, right?
Kamioka's eyes widened. She furrowed her brows and started talking.
Why doesn't he say something back to Wagamichi-san? I don't get it. It's hard. He went through a lot too. What? He has his reasons for accepting unfair things, his beliefs. But he's never once abandoned us, right?
Yes? He always protects me from Wagamichi-san.
He's not good at subtleties. It's one or the other. A straightforward person that can only do 0 or 100. One day you'll understand too.
All that happened since I last saw you?
3 months after Wagamichi came to us, I was with my childhood friend, Shuma Nagano, at an izakaya restaurant for the first time in a while. We were together from kindergarten through high school. Shuma knew about Wagamichi. I didn't think Wagamichi would join at this point.
He hasn't changed, huh?
As part of a society, you have to accept some unfairness, but making my subordinates deal with that is hard for me.
In the past, you'd always fight him back. You've matured. Or maybe you've given up.
Huh?
You don't remember? No one could go against rich boy Wagamichi, but you were different. You always said what you thought was wrong. You retaliated and shot him down with logic. Everyone was scared for you. I thought you were passionate. I hung out with you because I thought you were cool for that.
I listened to Shuma's stories, and memories I had forgotten started coming back. Wagamichi, stop making people do stuff you don't want to do. I won't do it. Huh? You're gonna fight me? You should just do what I say, like everyone else does. What's wrong with saying something's wrong when it is? I don't care who you are. Huh? You're clueless. In middle school, I fought back against Dokuson Wagamichi, who had always been a rich brat with powerful parents.
It just means you're an upstanding citizen now. It's not a bad thing. It's a form of maturing. And there was that thing with your supervisor that saved you.
Drink. Shuma poured for me, but I felt something deep inside me. Yeah, why did I forget? The reason I felt something in my chest when Kamioka fought back against Wagamichi with no hesitation. My best friend's words helped me realize. The next day, the situation was as bad as it could have been. How dare you? Do you understand your position? Wagamichi's demeaning words, but she didn't back down.
Position. Shut up. You're just an employee. Stop acting high and mighty.
What? This girl.
I'm sorry about the ruckus. I'm glad you're back.
I had been in an executive meeting with other higher-ups. I had just come back to the sales department, and this was how it was. What happened?
I just got back too. While you were gone, Wagamichi-san sat at your desk and started ordering people around. Then he said he was more fit to be a department head than you, so Kamioka-chan got angry.
Do you know I'm the CEO's son?
I do. And from these few months, I also know that that's all you are. You push your work on everyone else and act cocky because Chief Mikage is kind. You brag about going places abroad, but that was all your parents' money, right? You were just messing around.
What? Wagamichi was about to blow a fuse. His upset face turned into a nasty sneer. If you're gonna act like this, I have some ideas. I tell my dad, and you're fired. Wagamichi was just spewing whatever. I couldn't let it just go now. I see. I'll take full responsibility and quit.
What? Wait! Chief Mikage, there is no reason for you to quit because of me.
Department heads have to cover for their useless subordinates and quit? Haha. Yes, my job is to protect my employees and take responsibility. What the hell? Don't disappoint me, Ryotaro Mikage. No one tried to go against me if I said I was the CEO's son. They'd kiss up to me and try to get close to me. Everyone was like that. I thought you had guts, but what's this? I see you for the first time in a while and you're spineless like everyone else. It means nothing to me when you've become a cog in the machine and can't even fight back. Behind his anger, there was a sense of defeat. That was why he'd been poking me and testing me. I am part of a society, but that's not me giving up or being weak. I was protected like this too, by a supervisor I respect. This happened when I was Kamioka's age. At the time, I had a fire in me. I held my firm beliefs and pushed forward. That fire was tunnel-visioned and immature. I was similar to Kamioka now.
You're going to be fired. I don't think the boss would care if we cut one person like you.
I had gone against the corrupt higher-ups of this company. And this is what I was told by the HR head that was the CEO's mistress at the time.
Wait, it's all my responsibility. If you're going to punish him, I'll take the punishment.
It was the former sales department head. The head of HR had disliked the sales department head, so she accepted this offer and didn't fire me. Sir, you don't have to quit for me. I'll quit.
Mikage, listen.
This is just the beginning for you. Infinite potential. You have a future. We can't have a society that nips the bud before it blooms. That's what he said. Now that I was in his position, I finally understood the meaning behind those words. I was standing here because of my supervisor's sacrifice. That's why I gave up on fighting back against hierarchy and power. I didn't want to take away someone's future because of me.
Chief Mikage.
Kurumi Kamioka, you're a lot like my past self. That's why I kept looking at you. I tried to convince you to protect you. I'm sorry, Kamioka. You're not wrong. In this situation, I was strangely calm. I was ready. I'm sorry I was so spineless. I should have stopped Wagamichi sooner. Just because he was the CEO's son, forgive me for being a cog in the machine. Since Wagamichi came, I put them through a tough time. It was my responsibility. You're pitiful, Mikage. You've changed. I have no use for you, no expectations. If you bow down before me and rub your forehead against the ground, I could let it slide. The you now could do that, right? Try it. How rotten was he? It was hard to believe that he had seen the world. I was exasperated.
No need, Chief Mikage.
I turned toward Kamioka's voice. The sales employees stood and glared at Wagamichi.
We, the sales team at Heartbreak Trading Company, go against Dokusan Wagamichi. We declare a strike.
Huh? Wait, what are you all saying?
We're serious. We've been talking about it.
The Chief Mikage Protection Team by Kamioka. I was surprised.
You were all saying some scary things. A strike? That's not good. If all you salespeople left at once.
Dad, fire all of them and hire better people.
You're right. The employees are one thing, but losing Chief Mikage would be quite bad for us. He's the sales department head and is in charge of our marketing. New clients, brand image, partnerships. Chief Mikage has contributed greatly to our company. That's why we don't have a marketing department. We have the sales department take care of it.
I focused on economics and business management in college, but I also studied marketing. That helped me at my work. After the incident with my supervisor, I restudied again to build experience.
I will give special bonuses to the employees. Can't you all look the other way? Doksong, my only son, be kind. Don't go on strike. Work hard for your company.
The CEO was laughing. He probably believed this would shut us up. You're so shallow. Give us money and we'll do what you want?
That's not...
After hearing that, I've decided. I will turn in my resignation tomorrow.
I will not work here either, especially if Chief Mikage is not here. As she says, Chief Mikage has been our shield all this time. Chief Mikage has always took on all of the responsibility. We will follow him.
After Kamioka, the other sales employees raised their hands. The CEO finally understood the gravity of the situation.
Dokusong, are you trying to ruin our company? Apologize right now. Rub your forehead into the ground and show some honor.
Ha! What? Is this what it feels like to get yelled at by your dad? I feel nothing. Wagamichi had not only been testing me, but his father as well. How far can he go before being scolded? Wagamichi, in the past I fought back because I thought you were worth it. But now, I don't feel like saying anything to you. Because I don't think you're worth my energy. Middle school, it was one thing. But you're an adult. I overestimated you too. Wagamichi looked hurt by what I said. He fell to his knees.
I'm so sorry.
The CEO's apology echoed throughout the office. I'm sure there was a bump on his forehead. What an apology. But my decision won't change. I was prepared to go down with the company in honor of my supervisor, but I won't. Thank you for everything, sir.
What?
Afterward, everyone except Dokuson and the sales team left. The sales department fell apart. The employees that were transferred to the sales department were inexperienced. Many employees felt fearful after hearing the whole sales department had quit. There was a continued wave of resignations. Heartbreak Trading Company was unable to function. They went bankrupt. I really messed up. How will Dokuson live after losing everything? I had no idea. By the way, the former HR head that made my supervisor quit continued to see the CEO after quitting. They were caught by his wife and were sued. She was at rock bottom. My supervisor was poached by a big company and had a great job.
Good morning, Chief Mikage.
Morning, Kamioka.
Later, I started my own company. My sales and marketing knowledge didn't go to waste. Kamioka and the others who quit were working at my company.
We'll follow you wherever, Mikage-chi.
No one knew then that Kamioka and I would start dating soon.
A lovely working environment. Good job, Mr. Mikage.
Society isn't always a bad thing. As long as you all are here, I believe we can build a good thing. There are countless companies and societies in this world. There are places where the top have it good and those at the bottom suffer. Those that are scrambling, those that are going against the grain. How will you live in this world? Whether you change or protect others, it must be up to you. He's pretty old to be living in such a rundown apartment. Huh, I definitely don't want to end up like him.
Geez, there you were. I was looking for you.
Huh? Big brother. Old campus. Ah, what a beautiful day. All right. My name is Hinata Miura. I'm 25 and work as a local public servant. Ready to tackle another day. I put on my suit and left my apartment full of energy. But... Hey, look at that guy. He's pretty old to be living in such a rundown apartment. Huh, I definitely don't want to end up like him. He's probably gonna be single forever. His life's basically over. Hey, knock it off. Looking down on people won't do you any good. It's fine. Even if he notices, what's he gonna do? He lives in a crappier place than me. Obviously poor, right? Well, I wasn't planning on starting a fight over something like this, but... getting looked down on first thing in the morning by some guy I don't know, probably in his early 20s? It's true, this apartment is old. A 48-year-old two-bedroom apartment. I get why some people wouldn't want to live here, but it's property that still has some demand. Well, it doesn't matter what someone who doesn't get the appeal of this place says. I decided to ignore it and focus on work, heading towards the city hall. However... the poor guy from the poor apartment. Since that day, it felt like he was timing it. I started running into that guy constantly. It's not like I'm actually poor, though. My job isn't high-paying, but I live modestly and have decent savings. Hello. Well then. But today was my day off, and I planned to immerse myself in my hobby, thinking it was stupid to argue back every time I tried to walk past. But... what's that? Carrying a huge plank of wood? Don't tell me. Is that DIY? Poor people can't even afford furniture, huh? Ha! He must have noticed the wood I was carrying. His voice rang out, even more mocking than usual. It's true, my hobby is DIY, but being looked down on so openly really ticks me off. Where I live and what I do is none of your business, right? I'm careful not to make noise or bad smells. Could you please stop picking on me? Huh. Aren't you the one picking a fight? I live in the Komon mansion nearby, and I'm gonna be an elite corporate employee in the future. Plus, my family's rich. It's presumptuous for a poor guy like you to even talk to me. With that, he waved dismissively and walked away. Komon Mansion is a nice, secure apartment building nearby. Also, from what he said, he's probably still a university student, not working yet. Well, if he was working part-time and paying his own rent, I'd respect him, but... from the way he talked, I doubt he's self-sufficient. He's probably getting money sent from his parents. It's really frustrating, but there's no point in getting angry at someone who isn't here right now. Sighing, I decided to focus on my DIY for the day.
Hinata, sorry to bother you when you're busy.
One day, during my lunch break, I got a call from my girlfriend, Rinka Tonosaki. Rinka and I were in the same year at university. We've been dating for 8 years, and just got engaged recently. It's okay, but what's wrong? Did something happen? Rinka sounded kind of tired over the phone, making me frown instinctively.
Actually, I was hoping we could go to our usual place tonight. I'm really craving their pasta and pizza. I know we're trying to save money. Sorry about that.
We'd been trying to save money since getting married costs a lot, but Rinka seemed to have a reason today. Yeah, sure. You've been cutting back on eating out for my sake recently, Rinka.
Really? Thanks, Hinata. Okay, let's meet up in front of the station after work.
And so, I finished my work quickly and headed straight for the station after closing time.
So good!
At our favorite Western-style restaurant, Rinka's face relaxed, and her happy expression made me smile.
Eating here really cheers me up.
So, something did happen. Did something happen to bring you down? You can talk to me if you want.
Actually...
You okay? Is it that usual thing? I came from Rinka's place today, so I thought it would be fine.
Yeah, I don't think it's your fault, Hinata. Maybe I caught a cold?
Rinka has severe allergies, including house dust. Since my hobby is DIY and I often handle paints and adhesives, I was always extremely careful when meeting her. If it gets really bad, I'll go with you to the hospital again, okay? I'm still doing DIY because the doctor gave me the okay for now, but if I'm the reason her symptoms are getting worse, I'll have to change my lifestyle.
Thank you, but I don't want to take DIY away from you. It's incredibly important to you, Hinata. About the reason I was feeling down, or the cause. There's a university student interning right now, you see? And I got put in charge. But the interns are kind of at odds with each other.
I see. That sounds tough, being stuck in the middle. Apparently, one of the university students Rinka is supervising acts motivated in front of her and the other employees. But when the employees aren't looking, that student makes excuses and pushes their assigned tasks onto the other interns. That's definitely a problem. Makes you wonder what they're even there for.
I think they probably do want to join our company. But if we find out they're doing stuff like that, we obviously wouldn't want them to join. They won't stop no matter how many times I warn them. But sorry, I just kept complaining. That was boring, wasn't it?
No, it's okay. But are there really that many university students lately who lack basic social etiquette? I told her about how a certain guy near my apartment frequently looks down on me. And then...
I can't believe someone in this world would badmouth such a wonderful person like you, Hinata. Maybe I should grab that guy by the scruff of his neck, drag him around, or maybe just hang him somewhere.
Whoa, Rinka, don't say scary things like that.
Just kidding. There's no way someone as weak as me could do that. But maybe I could invoke a curse.
Uh-oh, she's entering some weird zone. Speaking of which, how are the moving preparations going?
Yes, we've practically been living together already, but I'm really looking forward to moving properly in together.
When we got engaged, we decided to rent a larger place and live together. By the way, I plan to keep renting my apartment room as a workshop for my DIY projects.
I think living together might reveal differences in our values, but... strangely, I'm completely confident that it's with you, Hinata. It'll be okay.
Yeah, me too. Whatever difficulties come our way, let's overcome them together. Let's talk out our complaints like today, and make sure we can live comfortably together. A few days later, on a day when the pleasant spring sunshine started filling the room, my younger sister Yui visited my apartment. Yui is a fourth-year university student, about to graduate. It's been a while since you last came here, Yui.
Well, you seem really busy, big brother. I was actually holding myself back from wanting to see you every day.
Thanks for being considerate.
Speaking of which, are you still lovey-dovey with Rinka, big brother?
Yeah, pretty much. What about you, Yui?
Yeah. Actually, I recently found someone with the same hobby. He's a junior, but we get along really well and always have fun talking. I'll introduce him to you sometime. I'm sure you'll like him too, big brother.
I see. That sounds nice. As we were talking, Yui clapped her hands together.
Oh, right. Can you get the day off for my graduation ceremony?
Yeah, I told them well in advance, so I managed it. Rinka said she can't make it for the ceremony itself, but she'll rush over afterwards.
Oh, good. Rinka is practically family now, so I really wanted her to see me on my big day. Besides, the venue is the university hall, so it might be nostalgic for you and Rinka too, right?
The university Yui attends is the same one Rinka and I graduated from. It might be nice to walk around the campus again after so long.
Dad and Mom said they're coming too, so you absolutely have to come, big brother.
I know. Don't worry so much. I'll definitely be there to see you off. And so, graduation day arrived. I joined my parents, who I met there, and attended Yui's graduation ceremony.
To all graduates, congratulations on your graduation.
Listening to the Chancellor's speech, I watched Yui's dignified back. To think that little Yui had grown up so much. Fighting back tears, moved by the crying parents around me, I savored the moment. After the ceremony, we chatted briefly as a family, then left Yui to talk with her friends and headed up to the parking lot. My parents came from far away, so they couldn't stay long. Okay, I'll come back during the long holidays then. After seeing my parents off, I checked my phone. Rinka said she'd let me know when she arrived at the university, but there was no notification yet. While waiting for Rinka, I thought I might as well look around the campus, but then... Well, I thought I recognized that face. It's the guy from the rundown apartment. What are you doing here? Turning around at the sarcastic voice, I saw that university student. Oh, maybe you snuck in to tour the campus during the graduation ceremony. This place is pretty high level, you know. Too tough for you, bro. I've been thinking this for a while, but you're quite rude, aren't you? Wait, so you were a student here? Ha, no. I'd prefer if you called me honest. It's a celebration, so I should try to refute him calmly, just as I thought that.
Big brother!
I don't know when she got so close. Yui called out to me.
Geez, there you were. I was looking for you.
Sorry. I was just thinking of walking around our old campus. Huh? Big brother? Old campus?
Oh, Okawa, what are you doing here during spring break?
Well, I wanted to see your big moment, Yui, so I came secretly. More importantly, is this your older brother?
Yeah, but...
Yui looked puzzled. Apparently, the two knew each other.
Oh, big brother, this is Akira Okawa. He's the junior I told you about before. The one with the same hobby who's easy to talk to.
What? You have the same hobby as Yui? Well... Looking like he remembered something, the university student, or rather, Okawa, became visibly flustered. Huh, and you said that? DIY is something poor people who can't afford furniture do, was it?
Eh? What do you mean? Okawa, you said you like DIY, right?
That's right. Yui's hobby is also DIY, just like mine. Judging from the fact that Okawa came here even though it wasn't his graduation, he probably has a crush on Yui and was just pretending to share her interest. Come on, I didn't say it like that. I was just worried that living in an old apartment must be tough for you. Thinking he'd smooth things over, Okawa put on a strained smile, but Yui's gaze only grew sharper.
Old apartment? Okawa, you don't know about Love DIY Manor?
Love DIY Manor?
The apartment my brother lives in is famous among DIY lovers, you know? It's super popular on social media for being a great environment for DIY. So you were lying about liking DIY.
No, that's,
Unbelievable! You just forced an excuse to get close to me, didn't you? I can't believe people who lie, but don't you think what you said to my brother is disrespectful to everyone who loves DIY?
Realizing he couldn't talk his way out of it, Okawa stopped trying to cover up and started ranting. How was I supposed to know? Yui, didn't you say your brother was a public servant? Nobody would think someone with a decent income would live in such a rundown apartment.
What's that supposed to mean? So if he wasn't my brother, you'd think it's okay to make fun of him?
No, that's not what I meant.
Could you stop making lame excuses already? Love DIY Manor, you see. My brother carefully selected it, searching high and low to find property he could offer specifically for DIY lovers. He bought the entire building and is managing that apartment now.
What? But aren't public servants banned from having side businesses? There are various restrictions, but it's not entirely impossible. The scale must be 4 buildings and 9 units or less. The rental income must be less than 5 million yen per year, and management must be entrusted to a management company. Under these and other conditions, I manage Love DIY Manor. Normally, if you modify or alter an apartment, you have to pay for restoration work when you move out. This can be quite a painful expense for people whose hobby is DIY. So, under the condition that restoration work isn't required, and the DIY done by the previous tenant can be used by the next one, I decided to manage Love DIY Manor with the idea of bringing together only DIY enthusiasts to let them live freely. Somehow, I ended up getting into apartment management, but there's no grand reason for going this far. It's just that when we were little, Yui was inspired by me and tried to build a castle out of cardboard, but had to give up because of the lack of space at home. The look on her face back then just stuck with me. I didn't want to see that face again, and from that feeling, I wanted to provide an environment where she could create things to her heart's content. Apartment management just happened to be the means to do that. That's all there is to it.
My brother has always loved making things and used to share his creations on social media. Through that, he connected with DIY lovers nationwide via local and online events. And now he's quite famous. Thanks to that, Love DIY Manor is fully occupied, and there are lots of people on the waiting list. What do you think? Isn't my brother amazing? Knowing you were bad-mouthing my amazing brother, do you really think I'd start licking you, Okawa? guess we won't see each other after I graduate, but don't ever talk to me again.
Damn it. How did things turn out like this? Okawa seemed frozen in shock, unable to say anything more. But his ordeal wasn't over yet.
Hinata, Yui, sorry to keep you waiting. Yui, congratulations on your graduation.
Oh, Rinka, sorry, did you message me?
No, I was about to, but then I saw you two here. There was someone else I knew too, so I was just watching to see what the connection was.
Someone else? Wondering who she meant, I glanced over and saw Okawa looking stunned. Rinka?
Hello, Okawa. Right, you attend this university, don't you?
Rinka, do you know him?
Yes, I do. Hey, remember? The story I told you about the troublesome intern?
What? I can't believe the person she talked about that day was the same guy.
So based on what I heard, it seems you were the one bad-mouthing my fiancé, Okawa.
Fiancé?
Yes, we've been together since university. How dare you look down on such a kind-hearted person? He's so considerate that he's willing to give up his own hobbies and dreams for my sake.
You know, I really think I should stop doing DIY from now on. Back in university, thinking about Rinka's allergies, I thought maybe I should quit DIY altogether, but
I don't want you to give it up for me. It's not certain that DIY is worsening my symptoms. Let's talk to the doctor and think a bit more about whether there's a way for you to keep doing DIY, Hinata.
after that, we asked Rinka's doctor about potential allergens and discussed what countermeasures we could take. Like me always showering before meeting Rinka, and making sure to leave all my DIY supplies at my apartment and never bring them into her room. Thanks to that, I was able to manage Love DIY Manor without burdening Rinka. I just did what anyone would do. You're the considerate one, Rinka. Thanks to you, I can still chase my dreams. You're the complete opposite, Okawa. What? Well, isn't it true? If what Rinka said is true, you selfishly push your work onto other interns, right? That's...
Well, it's about time for me to head back, but... Okawa, first impressions are incredibly important, so you should remember that, okay?
Rinka left with a meaningful smile, leaving Okawa standing there pale as a ghost. Later, Okawa apparently applied to the company Rinka works for, but... No way! I didn't even make it to the interview stage. Since Rinka honestly reported Okawa's character to the company, he was rejected at the document screening stage. Furthermore, damn it, I can't believe job hunting is this hard. Even when he managed to get interviews at other companies, perhaps his personality showed through, because ultimately, none of the companies he wanted accepted him. I should have taken the internship and job hunting more seriously. Eventually, even his friends abandoned him, and now nobody seems to know where he is or what he's doing.
I'm glad your dream came true, Hinata.
Rinka and I started living together, and now we're looking at the Love DIY Manor social media page. Like I said before, I could only make my dream come true thanks to you, Rinka. Thank you for always respecting my feelings. Let me spend the rest of my life repaying you.
Oh, if we're talking about repaying, then I owe you too. You're always so careful when you do DIY for my sake, Hinata, right? Even though it must be a hassle sometimes, thank you for always being my side. I'll spend my whole life making you happy.
If you selfishly look down on others, eventually, the people around you might abandon you. Living like that, you probably won't be able to make friends with shared hobbies, companions, or even find someone to love. Oh, right, Yui. How about we try building a room like a castle together sometime?
Yeah, let's build it! What kind of castle room should it be? Rinka can be the princess.
Being considerate of each other, looking for things we can do for the other person. Just doing that should make our lives shine brilliant.